Not right now.
Okay.
Look, they're not all first-round picks, okay? Come on, are you gonna tell me who that is?
Hello everyone and welcome to Action RPG. I'm your host Aaron, and for today's video we're headed to the world of Last Epoch once again. EHG, the studio behind Last Epoch, has dropped patch 1.0.2. And I gotta say, when I first read this, I'm like, okay, I see where they're going. And after reading it again, there are a lot of people upset. A lot of people upset. I'm currently live streaming on Twitch as I am recording. As you can see, the subathon is on day 15 and the clock is still at 108 hours. And we checked out the Last Epoch Discord right now. And I just want to say, you might want to steer clear of there for a little bit. There are people furious about this patch notes and not really what they've changed in the patch. Well, a little bit, but mainly about what they haven't changed with the patch. So we're going to go through it. It's honestly not that long. This was dropped an hour ago and we will talk through it. Hello travelers. For today's patch, we have a bunch of fixes for controller, UI, skills, and more. We're also spending a moment to comment on Dive Bomb and Ghost Flame. Read below for the full notes. So bug fixing in quests, this is Immortal Empire and Elder Gaspar. They fixed a little gaining access and they fixed some stuff in the council chambers. Nothing big. Controller support, they continue to fine-tune it. They have made huge progression with controller and they want to maintain that momentum. And I've never played Last Epoch on a controller, so I continue to ask my community for feedback if it feels better and I'm bubbling up any issues people are having. Under UI, fix an issue where once a party member enters the arena, you do not enter the arena. You cannot open the UI. Has been a problem forever. Fix an issue so that Steam required and license required are separate heirs. Okay, fix an issue where some enemies had no/only partial red outlines when hovered. Fix an issue where item tooltips displayed when the mouse was not hovering over them. This, if fixed, I am most excited about. Everyone knows the API issues that have arose when you're doing crafting or really anything upon seeing tooltips you are not clicked on. Drives you freaking crazy. So I'm hoping that this has been taken care of here. Fix an issue causing no characters found to be overlaid on your character list at the character selection. Fixed inconsistent portraits. Skills. Fix a bug where Elemental Nova's damage area was not affected by increased area of effect. Fix an issue where returning to human form after transitioning turns the player more invisible. I wish I would have seen this bug. I would have gotten a kick out of this. Your model becomes invisible when you change from your transform. I never saw that one. Fix most instances of bugs where channeling movement skills, particularly Flame Rush or Flame Shield Rush, would lock the player into movement and not visually move the player until the ability ended. I thought I was experiencing some of this with channeling Ghost Flame. Maybe I was, I'm not 100% sure, but they're saying this has been fixed as well. Other, slight improvement party transition times, good. Fix visual gap festering sewers, good. Fix weird visual triangles on the ancient cavern. Fixed issue where players prematurely prematurely setting other voice act, no who cares. Fix an issue where linking the game to guide chat. Revert changes from previous patch that was causing players to see other players running in place. The running man, that's been in the game for a while, I thought. Other changes. Now we're going to start getting into the stuff that people are just freaking furious about. Requires players to manually click on transition scenes during the campaign. This is a huge win. My wife, who has taken over the subathon multiple times playing the campaign, just is furious when she accidentally runs in and out of a transition zone where she doesn't want to and then resets and has to re-kill everything. I think this is really, really smart. Various bizarre UI and UX improvements. This is great. And this one, I swear on my life, I didn't even notice. I leave all my keys on the ground. Greatly reduce the sell prices of arena keys and arena keys of memory. Dude, we just looked to have over 50 keys that I could have dumped. And I didn't do it. Okay, but ultimately the keys were selling for 6,500 and 7,200 gold. This was done to remove the burden of optimal on MG players feeling like they needed to level up COF and use arena key prophecies to farm gold efficiently. You know, I gotta say, the community testers, we've had access to the 1.0 version of LE for a while. And we did everything we could to try and figure out any exploits that could possibly arise. And you got to give it to the community for getting creative. Leveling up COF to take key prophecies to vendor the keys to make gold. Believe it or not, I did not see that one coming. It's pretty funny though. People are furious about it though. People are furious about it. Added prevention. This is another one people are mad. Added prevention of COF bonuses from doubling XP book rewards in monoliths. This is also technically a bug fix, as the XP tome rewards isn't a direct item reward. Item factions are not intended to have an effect on experience gains, only on items are obtained. So COF, from what you know of COF, took a major nerf from this regard. Took a major nerf on the XP books. Okay, here we go. Meat and potatoes, Ghost Flame and Dive Bomb. There's one change in this patch, and another change we'll be releasing soon, which we wanted to speak a little bit about, other than just listing. They should have just listed it. It would have probably solved a bunch of problems. These are changes to Ghost Flame's Spirit Kindling node included in this patch, and Dive Bomb's Cloud Gatherer node being released in the near future. Changes. Ghost Flame. Fixed a bug where Ghost Flame's Spirit Kindling would apply to the player if it had previously hit a Wraith during its lifetime and was not currently hitting a Wraith. So, I haven't seen this interaction. I guess people are absolutely abusing it right now. So, this has been taken care of, effective immediately. Dive Bomb. Hot fix soon. And I want to be clear, I actually am not reading a ton of problems with people with the Dive Bomb fix. It's more the Profane Veil, okay? Changed Cloud Gatherer to only apply to any individual smoke bomb one time. One of these nodes are exceptionally overperforming, but that's not why we're changing them right now. We're changing them because of the performance impact these skills are causing, more specifically our tendency to crash servers. And I'm about to read to you the main paragraph that people are furious about. Our current stance is that we won't issue mid-cycle balance or changes for balance, such as with Profane Veil's Vampiric Blood node. While the node is much stronger than intended, it's not causing performance issues, and so will instead be changed with the next cycle patch. This stance is of course open to feedback. It's not carved in stone. If there's high demand to fix bugs or make changes that affect balance mid-cycle, we can adjust it. Now, maybe you don't know what this is talking about, but Profane Veil can basically give you, I don't want to say infinite, but 20, 50, 100,000 ward, which is allowing people to push 2,000 corruption, which gives them tremendous rewards. Also, it allows them to push up the ranks of the leaderboard. So now the people that are ethically playing the game, and ethically, again, sorry, that's not the right word. People that are not using this mechanic have no chance of competing. So it just kind of ruins the ladder experience when you have something that is just so good. And in this paragraph, they have said that they're not going to fix it. So it's just, people are mad. And they're like, they're fixing key gold and XP books, but they're not fixing a main instance of something that is causing tremendous problems around balance. So, I mean, I get it. Like I said to my community a few minutes ago before recording, I appreciate people's passion. It shows how much they care. It just sucks that a lot of times when you see the way it's communicated from the community, it's kind of put in a disrespectful way. So I'm hoping that EHG will see kind of this stance is, of course, open to feedback, and maybe they'll make some adjustments. I think in this instance, it is so broken that nobody would be mad about a mid-season balance. While these changes are being made for performance reasons, they also carry considerable impact on lower levels of these skill nodes. This automatically raises some question, to which we'll provide a short Q&A below of what we think are the biggest questions. Okay, here we go. Will existing entries be removed from the leaderboard? And the answer is no. And I actually agree with this. If there is something in the game that EHG put in that is a bug or an overtuning or an interaction that they did not see, and someone in the community found it and played it, it's technically not their fault, okay? I know we can go back and forth on this, but I think removing people from the leaderboards, I actually do agree with this. I don't think that should happen. That's just my stance. And I don't even play Arena. So, Dive Bomb's Cloud Gatherer has been known and used since released. Why are you only changing it now? We are willing to live with the node being imbalanced, but it wasn't until later that we realized players were maintaining smoke bombs in Echo of a World as they ran echoes, which means as more and more smoke bombs piled up, the server becomes more unstable and eventually crashes. So basically what they're saying is they're fixing it because of the server stability, which leads to the next question. Why not fix it in a way that keeps it as powerful as it currently is, but without the server issues? And they basically just say that when they're giving resources to fixing something, they should fully fix it instead of half fixing it. So in this instance, they are just taking care of it now. So that is the post for 1.02. And I want to know everyone's feedback on it. Like, obviously be respectful, but is it like, this is bad, I don't like how they are handling mid-cycle, this is their first cycle, or are you happy with this communication and what they are doing? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Again, right above my head, this is day 15 of the subathon. I think we're at, I don't know, 350, 360 straight hours streamed. Obviously, I'm sleeping in my studio right now for the subathon, but if you want to come by, it's the first link in the description if you want to hang out or ask any questions. You always know where I am at. Two asks at the end of the video. Ask number one, I'm hoping today is the day I have earned your subscription. I'm hoping today is the day you make the decision to push that little red button. I would really appreciate it, but of course, only if you think I've earned it. And if I haven't earned it, I'm going to work harder for you. Ask number two, check out my Patreon. Thank you to the first 130 members that have signed up. It is the best way to support into the future. We're going to do watch parties. We're going to do game night. We've already done some of them. And as soon as the subathon is over, we've got a lot of huge plans for Patreon. Second link in the description. I'm done. Hopefully you were entertained or at least learned something. Aaron, out.